Let me see here. This is me record something. Mike, you're up next.
I think that's what happened.
Give me a
I
second.
think it's the same guy. Let's draw an arrow
Not
between
only
them.
hear deep
Who
space
did?
chants,
I don't think.
a bunch of like 11 of them or whatever. You also hear the sound of a fly wings, giant fly wings.
Buzzing.
And attacked by
Plague of insects.
a swarm of.
No, that would be in Pathfinder. That's what his character did. Vomit swarm. Kept doing that.
The cannibalism spell is the best one in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
I don't
You
remember that
cast
spell.
a spell on somebody, it's a witch spell. I think it's like 4th or 5th level. Everybody has to make, you designate a target, and then everybody in a 40-foot or 30-foot radius has to make a saving throw. If they fail, they're suddenly inflicted with ravenous cannibalistic hunger for the figure in the middle. So if you do it on a ship, and you do it on the captain,
Because they were pirates.
all his crew will all gather around him and try and eat him, physically eat him.
Right?
And
A lot of things going on.
It's kind of dark.
it's a dark class. A lot of the spells, I mean, there's literally a spell ability called Find Children, which at will, in a 30-foot radius, you can find. You can play the class as evil or good.
Right,
The good
right.
one, you don't get those abilities.
Right,
You
right.
can say evil. You avoid those and you're fine.
With
I played a bard in Sword of Shackles and
Nice.
did not have any cannibalistic crews. But there are some dark elements in that adventure. I mean, there's some.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
see anything in this space, but he hits it once.
Well, they don't have it in that adventure directly, but one of the islands out in the middle of nowhere is a cannibalistic island because the inhabitants on the island unlocked some evil ancient deity and turned them all into cannibals. And they don't have the ability to get off their island.
Right.
But if you land on their island, it's like, run. There's 5,000 people here and they all want to eat
So go
you.
ahead
Yeah.
and think about it for a moment. And then let me-
Or we can just bombard them from orbit as wizards.
Jack, do you have a plan? Get a
Yeah,
plan for
3.5 wizards.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Gods.
I think there's a target.
I know.
Especially if you allow the spell, spell compendium.
Yeah.
Wait, we have 4 attacks
20th level
though?
wizard.
Yeah,
I
4
summon
attacks,
swarm.
1 bonus.
I summon swarm
Total of
again.
5 attacks.
I summon elemental swarm again.
Okay.
Come on.
You didn't explain things to the DM.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, let me get this straight, Cody. You're saying we don't understand your build? Is that what we're saying?
It's the most simple build in the game. It's literally a level 20
I
fighter.
don't know. That guy blew a hole and got a bunch of warriors. That seems a little bit better to me.
Nice.
He doesn't get as much points.
Uh-oh, he's up against one.
Tomorrow
Ron,
night.
so
From what? The fighter.
but we have our group that are set in their ways.
Well, let's definitely. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that. I forgot.
Me, I just assumed you only wanted to attack once.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm a fighter.
You don't look happy, man. What's going on? You getting your ass kicked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get us over there. We'll kick his ass.
Man,
Table
I'm just,
3 sticks together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just kind of like, I'm so screwed. 100%. Oh,
I can't believe I'm still alive. Honestly, it's like that actually worked. Holy cow!
I can't believe he's alive. There was 11 people, 20.
Cedric, come over here, bring your dice.
So if I did the opposite, do I get points for not doing damage for doing other things?
Alright,
People
It's gotta
are
you guys
pretty-
moving south.
Yeah.
Both your guys are going to get attacked. So with advantage.
I didn't think I was going to do this.
Here, use this one. Come on. You gotta go.
Cody's got the hustle. I don't have the hustle.
I've got. I don't really know what's happening, so I'm not running around. We'll see stuff. I can't say
Did you ask if a blind character can see through their owls? That is no rule.
Familiar, you can see through familiar's eyes.
Even if you're blind.
Yeah,
It doesn't like neutralize your brain's ability to process the image.
yeah. Your
Because if not, I'm just gonna random. I don't know how we're gonna. There might be a D100 pull off for what degree I'm shooting at. But I'm gonna just start spinning and shooting.
your eyes don't work,
Basically,
but you still have the ability to see through your mind's eye, aka your familiar's eyes.
All right, if you say so. I don't know. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
damage you guys are staying on?
No, but you know where to find us.
How you doing?
You're still focused, Cody? We got this. Round 3. You ready?
Yeah.
Pick it up and roll it.
I gave
You're not making a friend with your neighbor here. You're supposed to be, part of the con is making new friends.
We're currently in Mortal Kombat.
You're not making friends in this room. No friends.
Okay.
I think it's just quiet at the moment.
Now, for attacks on. Okay. If you do that again, you're not going to get Go ahead and roll. Straight roll.
His name is JP.
Yes.
You can use
Yeah,
his
I know.
name.
Yeah. What's going on, JP? Yes.
Miss. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
No hard feelings about the attempted murder thing.
No, this is why we are
that
here.
was.
He's gonna murder you back, Cody.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna ask forgiveness.
Have you seen him looking through the book? What do you think he's been looking for?
He's been looking through his skulls. He's gonna cast you know what.
Anything with a whiz save? Is that you know what it is?
Yeah.
Has anyone? We have not saved on a single saving throw. Is that true?
Yeah, you have Indomitable. You can choose to succeed whenever you want.
Oh, that's really good to
Spells are there
know.
where they can take over our minds and make us attack other people?
Yeah.
None.
Oh, there's some there.
Aside from one night spell.
That's spell.
I mean, if there's Cody, you guys are Indomitable.
But yes, I do all this stuff by heart. But I don't.
You don't play a lot of 5th edition?
Yeah.
You're still playing Pathfinder? Or
No, I only came back playing very recently. So
Okay.
you know, I mean, like I ended up basically doing. I ended up learning 5th edition, so I could end up DMing basically my fam, plus my friends into White Plume Mountain, if you remember that.
Oh, classic!
Yeah.
Have they re-released that?
Yeah, Tales of the Yawning Portal's got
It's in there.
both White Plume Mountain and it's got Tomb of Horrors.
And Forge of Fury. You know, Forge of Fury, the first wall. Okay.
Not one that I can
One of us took a long rest and passed the alarm. So, we took a rest, someone triggered the alarm, the entire Orc clan heard that, and just rushed us.
Oh dear.
We
Tomb
did
of
not
Horrors is not fun either, just for the record.
I had heard there's a couple of people that I ended up hearing that ended up basically dying. For example, in, I think it was Tomb of Asherak, when Tomb of Annihilation.
That's
and basically
And
they
this one
got.
that's called the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
But yes, it was specifically they ended up dying when they got rushed by the Kobold village. It's just like, man, things are different in 5th.
Yeah, kobolds
So,
are
yes.
18
dangerous.
points of damage.
They are.
Well, they have the automated robot, and then they have ranged attack from the floor. I mean, that is a tough encounter.
And the other big thing is that bounded accuracy is a huge leveler.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just, I mean, you know, yeah, just huge levelers. I mean, so yes, needless to say, I am basically operating on probably about a month's worth of knowledge and like 3 sessions of actual play or
Gotcha.
something like that.
Gotcha.
It's hard to actually die though, because you get death saves.
No,
Yeah.
One of the games.
So unless,
not a reaction.
as long as there's some kind of, somebody around that just heal a little bit,
We were trying to get somebody.
You can get a healer back up and get rolling again.
yeah, like if you have even a first level
And
cleric.
it's a feat.
I do this.
But like you said, full party is wiped out.
Apparently I was
That's,
okay.
you know, like it can happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
And he immediately let that guy.
This is probably, yes.
Open it up.
Oh, this one's yours? Oh, yeah, my bad.
Look, it literally has my name written on it.
Oh, nice work, Cody. Nice work.
Also has, if I'm not mistaken, yours has,
was
nope,
like, all right,
nope,
whatever.
they are black now. I was just like, because I thought these were white right here.
Right,
So
right.
it's like, you know, like, or different.
We bought like the first edition Monster Manual when it first came out,
Yeah.
and it fell apart. And we called, and they sent us a new one like that week. Like shipped it
It was
very-
Player's Handbook.
Player's
Our
Handbook.
Monster Manual still broken, but we have the collector's edition.
Yeah, there's a number in the front there. Wizards is doing really well with customer service. I'm impressed that you're here though with so little 5th edition stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I mean, you know, a whole lot of research, and just like, I'll give it a try. We'll see how it happens. You know, I mean, like, there's so many abilities you have at this level that it's just sort of a little dizzying to remember what you got, you know, and like what you can do. Like,
And what to expect. The meta is very weird.
Yeah, no, the meta is very strange.
Because I think the assassin build would have been the right build.
I don't know. There's too much surface area to say there's a right build.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if we're just going for most survivable, you know, like it's probably going to be a moon, right? But if it's mostly martials, I'd probably take a bear totem. You know, bear totem barbarian is in continual rage and has effectively 800 hit points.
Exactly.
Zealots have effective infinite because they can, at 20th level, they can rage while raging, just have another rage. So, theoretically, Zealot Barbarian can never die at 20th level.
Well,
You need to
eventually you just have to run away and not attack them until they run out.
Well, no, that's the thing about
They have infinite rages at 20th level.
Level up. Okay. Let's see, man. Here we go. Here we go. Get in there. Get in there. Bring your die.
You actually
Bring
can't
some
kill them.
damage
You just need
dice.
to do their entire health pool
Oh,
in one hit.
I'm Zach.
Zach and Jack.
there's other things you can do, especially in a case like this. You just have to think outside of damage.
I don't feel I'm the
That's our
end of
cleric. That guy's right behind us, Jack. He's the problem. He's the problem.
I mean, like, other than just like bane,
Yeah, I tried to get it. I thought he had
not
it.
bane,
I was set up.
I know.
And it didn't hurt me to attack you. And
like no matter how much damage you do, like I can take hold person and then run away.
So he knows we're playing.
But-
Feeble Mind, no barbarian's going to end up hitting a Feeble Mind.
But like Feeble Mind, you can still use your class features. You just can't do any spells. And if
I don't know,
casting
man. I mean, like,
rage-
an int of 1 is an int of 1.
but it's
you
like
know,
you
I
can
mean,
keep
like-
casting rage at a low int.
But normally to below 3, you're completely animalistic.
Yeah, but I feel like rage is an animalistic thing that
Yeah.
you
But
can
in
catch.
anything, you'll be attacking anything. Yeah.
I mean,
That's exactly. That's the thing.
I don't know. I mean, like, it obviously depends on the DM, but I'm just like at 1, like you're just.
It's the same idea as polymorph. If you
Yeah.
polymorph into a T-Rex, for example, and you have intelligence 1, you don't know your friends or enemies, so you just attack everything.
There's a certain amount of truth to what you say. Yeah, no, but yes, banishment's obviously another option. Polymorph itself is another option. Exactly how rageful can you be as a ferret?
Full of rage. Well, I mean, you're still not a barbarian at that point. You're
Ferrets
a
are
ferret.
brutal.
So it's
New
like,
example,
can't be a
please.
ferret with rage.
If I feel less vicious than a ferret.
There's a ferret with
Changes this stat.
Right.
Yeah, but
Creature's less vicious than a ferret for 400.
If you end up killing them at that
Less
point,
vicious than a ferret? Yeah.
But what you do is you just leave them as a ferret.
Trap them in a cage.
Yeah. Or a tortoise.
Beta fish?
And you just
Wait. What kind of tortoise?
What kind of tortoise isn't vicious?
Are you talking about a Russian tortoise, or are you talking about a California desert tortoise? I mean,
Or a Scalicata tortoise?
we need a little bit more details on the tortoise.
I will end up referring to everyone else's much greater knowledge of the tortoise than mine.
Is the plural of tortoise tortoise?
No. But I think it's funny.
Not yet.
Actually on pet tortoise.
That's awesome.
It's a Russian tortoise, so it's like very small. It's fully grown.
So it's a communist turtle. Mr. Chair.
Tell him its full name.
Okay, the middle name, it is not the best word, but it literally just translates to steal, okay?
It's
Bullshit.
That is stalling. The middle name is literally just steal.
like, man, I just like.
Sorry, comrade. No one's buying it.
Let's go, baby. I'm in the shit right now. I need to get out of it.
I just made mine earlier.
Okay, I'll be right back. You want anything to eat?
This is sort of like
Snack
how-
break?
And you hear the sound of combat coming.
Oh, you just had your turn. After your turn, snack break is probably a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when does that little cafe close down?
I don't know.
Pretty soon, I think. Took your turn.
Okay, well I don't think
That's kind of funny.
anybody's gonna be attacking me.
You know how
He's got his eyes set on you, man. I don't know, man.
Well, I don't think you're the one attacking me though. I know one of them, but I'm just trying to figure out who's the other one in that
If you
area.
take a look, you'll
Not
end
that
up seeing
stupid.
swastika, the original sum symbol, but if you'll notice it goes the other way. Nazis are good at stealing shit.
here's the thing I noticed. Almost every single evil dictatorship has used a symbol that means something good and people trust when they enter office, and by the time they're out, the symbol has just been perverted in meaning just because of how horrible that party was.
That happens.
Would you disagree with that, Eddie?
In all cases.
In almost every case.
What about Chairman Mao? What was his symbol?
I think it was like a, wasn't it a
Little
stana?
red book, little red book, little red book.
And his wife, the gang of four, was the
It was
problem.
the fish.
That's right, it was the fish.
Yeah.
I don't see the fish.
It's on the cover of the little red book, I think, on some of the versions.
If you end up taking a look, because one of the things that Mao said is to end up basically to survive, I think it was what, between sharks? Something like this, basically, one must be a little red fish, one must be a little fish.
Got it.
You know, basically agile, small.
Yeah, my strategy in this game.
Jared, Cedric, and Mike.
Yeah.
Fireball goes off right in front of your face.
Oh, how fun.
And it's not
I'll
bad.
tell you how much damage it is right now. And he's going to tell you the DC on the saving throw.
That's perfectly fine.
Alright. Here it goes.
I'll write it down for Jared.
Fireball, easy. Everything
Jared
else-
smoking?
No, you don't do it with food.
They're variants.
Or check out if you can get food. I think when I finish my next round, I'll to the room and grab some snacks.
You're gonna run up?
Do you get cheese danishes?
That's for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, listen up. DC 20 dexterity saving throw, or take 33 points of damage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage. All right.
We have a 55%.
So that is
See, that's
that
saving throw,
is
by the way.
Jared, who stepped out of the room.
We'll remind him when he gets back.
Cedric gets 2 rolls for you, your creature, and you. Okay, and Mike.
Yeah.
You're also affected by this. So that'll be a saving throw for you. Dexterity DC.
20.
So your DC. 's
Where
all
does this
your-
fireball go off? Can we see the flames
All right.
filling the room? Do we see this? The rest of us see
No,
this?
not from where you guys are. All
Wrong
right,
angle.
Mike, give me your saving throw, please. Roll from where you are. 18 makes a save.
Yeah, where do we hear?
What?
What direction?
It's a good question, quick. I'm gonna turn up your volume a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But you
so,
can use Indomitable twice. It doesn't use your reaction.
okay, but if
You have to use it on
it's a
the
5% chance to hit it, it's
There, now
that's
you're
not
nice
very
and
good.
But hey, the option is going.
All right.
Yeah.
You are in a bubble that is opaque.
Yep.
Yeah, you
over here.
You hear a loud roar come from the south from where you are.
Yep.
South of
Okay.
the bubble. Okay.
You made your save, so instead of 33, 16 points of fire damage. Saving throws. This is for you.
What is that, 9?
You rolled a 9.
6.
You fail.
Okay.
You take 33 points of fire damage. Now for your mount.
Fire 5.
You just roll.
He's gonna
roll
get a lot
natural
of
one.
points
You're
for
gonna
this.
fail. Oh, by the way, 20's always hit. 3. Yeah. No. Doesn't save. Takes 33 points of fire damage. How many hit points?
Oh,
32.
So 1's always fail or miss. 20's always hit or save.
So he did like
Just so
100
you
points
guys
of
know.
damage.
Wait, that's a homebrew rule that
Yeah.
save with the saving throws, right?
Yeah. Home.
It goes back old school for.
It is quite old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we
Are
hold
you
that.
comfortable with that rule?
Anti-damage, which means there's always a chance.
Yeah. I like that you're explaining these things before they happen.
Yeah.
You.
To you.
So it only takes half damage.
Why?
Combat mounted. If it fails, only half damage. If it
Okay.
succeeds, full.
All right, cool. I don't really care as long as it's still not destroyed. Then it's fine with me.
Confirming the health.
It's a
And
Cavalier fighter.
what about the spirits?
Yeah.
So he has a feature which lets him redirect, which lets him take have smelling take half damage on
They
the
are.
So
He's got like
half round
118
horse.
points.
Yeah.
Oh, he's alive!
Well, he might not be.
Barely.
They said mount. They haven't said one.
The fly still lives!
Okay.
What's going on?
He has an ebony fly
these guys
figure. He has an ebony fly figure in him.
That's cool.
Yes, very much.
They put it in the 5th.
Yeah, it's in there, but I just like it's one of those things where.
Oh, yeah, from first edition.
Yeah. Yeah, I always the ones I always really loved was
Is
the
something
was
like
the three goats.
or whatever? Is that
They just look
is that a
so
full action?
cool.
Um,
Never played
you
with
already-
them, but I
that's
just
the
like
pre-
you know.
You never got them, but you
I
wanted to
didn't do
have
that.
them.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say the Thorn movie, the part with the goats, I
Everyone's
love
character
that.
should
I can
have.
visualize
Yes.
I didn't
exactly.
I
that
said
annoying.
but is that full action to do that?
Because I can see that happening in a
Alright.
group.
But it will be
Shut your goats up.
Yeah, I kind of need my vision to play.
The goats cannot be refused.
Is a spell in this book?
Yeah. I'll do summon an owl. Would you like me to get you to it?
Yeah, sure.
You usually roll 20 there. So much faster.
There.
So what's your DC?
20.
Gosh darn it, Shield Master would have given you +2, but it's not enough. The Shield Master can add dex to your shield dex.
And once you add your shield bonus to your saving throw, reflex saves.
Yeah.
And as I recall, doesn't it
Well,
give you
not
like
reflex,
a
but dex.
but doesn't it also give you the pseudo evasion where
That's what I was
save
hoping for.
and you get nothing?
Yeah.
And then I rolled a 3.
Yeah, one of my
Only have damage on
for one of
success.
the
No.
fighter build that I did.
You grew into fireball.
Fireball. You go upstairs and you're
Basically, I
just
you
with that would be
shield
an
master
innocent
war,
victim in an
basically.
area where
Yeah.
fireball goes off.
I got
Okay, and I already used my
Ours
reaction.
does.
Okay, Okay, how much?
DC 20.
Dexterity saving
Oh,
throw.
and as a table, we get
Here for
33 points of damage.
Fighter referred to as fighter.
Oh, sorry.
He always does fighters. And always does heavy armor and shield. And just
Okay.
almost everything.
You'll take 16 points.
Because I always do.
Right, so you just
Wizard
did
art
that's what I
tricksters.
That's like
Cody learns the character from like one piece of information. He knows that build from like one piece of information. That's crazy.
You know, this was
I'm looking at you. I'm just gonna write down 16.
He told me
Blade
it.
Master. That's the new one for
Then 33, I think? I don't know. I gotta... David, this is 33 for that?
You can't have.
I was told I got hit by a fireball?
in Tasha's. He gets psionic ability.
Right.
Telekinesis.
Okay.
And as a bonus action.
Aha, good.
You're not in that area.
Everyone.
JP, right?
Yes,
No.
sir.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Where's a wizard?
I'm Zach.
That? Not even close to where you are.
Okay, good. Thank you.
There's Jerry, Cedric, and Mike. Right?
But telekinesis and doubles range, so 60 feet seven. And you combine it with an arcane trickster. And you can use it to another person's who always get advantage on your skills. And then you combine it with a wizard, blade dancer. And the blade dancer, you start adding your telekinesis to your AC. Right. And all these bonuses and stuff. It's a crazy game for regular games.
I'm on 13. Third from the bottom.
Start from the bottom.
Sorry for
Great survivor.
those was.
I don't think it's complicated at all. I think if I've had to be casting spells.
Unless somebody attacks.
Well, we have a ton of spells. Do you see our spell list? We got a whole
Yeah, but you very rarely use it.
Cedric. How many hit points does your have left?
Or Misty stuff.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Okay.
Chris, get a turn.
Yep.
Well, we also have counter spell.
Do not
That was
do
good.
so
That was
many
good.
of that. It's technically an insult in some countries.
Okay. Dos. That's how much health he has.
Oh, the
Yeah.
you were first piece.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you were correct on that, and then that's how I saw it in a TV show they did that.
Yeah.
Where are the potions? What the potions? Oh, they're in the DMG. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, I watched Darkest
Or
Hour,
DMG,
a documentary about Winston Churchill. Actually, it's like a movie like Dunkirk. And it's actually like a famous moment.
Round
You know how to-
150.
he accidentally did it like that.
Wait, is this?
Only
Real
know
quick, I
I
just
have
answered
used
your
the-
question. Alright, go.
Yeah, it's 12.
Was that big?
Yeah, I just telling him that I answered his question.
He answered your question, sir.
99.
Where you are.
Ooh.
Beat that.
You did 9. Okay.
It's beatable.
We'll find out about in half an hour. Where's it going?
Such a
We used to
Oh,
roll
is it go-
just to see who goes first in Magic the Gathering. Until somebody got pissed off and hurled it out of the store.
90.
close, Jack.
Powerful. Pretty powerful. Oh, what are you getting?
Nope.
Oh.
What's great about that die, you can't touch it without rolling it.
Yeah, it's impossible.
That's a bad die to roll. It's a great object.
Not as bad as the D1000.
Is there a D1000?
Well, it's just like, you know, party, like a gag gift type deal. Like, here's a D100 for your own. Like,
Come on, Jack.
Come on.
Come on.
I have the handbook for questions and stuff.
Got your pen,
Still
got your
alive?
dice.
Still alive.
No, Zach lived too. So is Jack last?
Yeah.
No,
He's
Jack's
the-
not last.
He's not last. Oh, he's last. Quick is last.
I think you're right.
Quick, and then I go for after quick.
So, can I
Who's quick?
see quick?
No, quick's on the camera.
quick. Man.
Jack.
She'll still be blind.
Oh, did Quick already go?
I can't tell you
Okay. I'm just trying to get like the order because I go after you.
I'm trying to get the order as well, mainly because I don't have a plan this round. I had a plan.
You can drink the classes from your list from worst to best. What would it be?
I don't really have a worst to best. I think that most of them have. There are builds that I didn't bother to research. So, for example, monks, bards. What were some of the other ones? Rangers. I didn't even look at them. You know,
You thought they were underpowered?
No, just because I didn't have a nice feel for them. You know, I mean, like I've seen plenty of people talking about different builds involving bards, involving rogues. You know, just like it just wasn't really where I was at. You know, I mean, like for me personally, I love spellcasters. I love gishes. I know.
Sandwich.
But the thing is that if you give me a choice between playing a ranger or playing a paladin, I'm going to play a paladin.
So I'm like, I'll play it.
I have more of a feel for the class. You know, I like melee over like missiles. You know, but I've seen, for example, like with you, a few different crossbow expert, blah blah blah, action surge, 5,000 points of damage, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like there's a lot going on there. You know, I mean, like but I didn't build one. You know, I didn't even try one. Right? You know, like on the other hand, I look at paladins as gishes. I look at multi-classes as gishes a lot. You know, because I don't. Here's the thing: Pathfinder First Edition, right?
Yeah.
Magus class. That's my sweet spot right there.
What does Magus do?
Magus is a natural, non-multi-classed arcane gish.
Go ahead and roll.
And he's designed around Nova damage. So you channel basically your small spells and whatnot through your melee weapon. So
and the special abilities you
exactly.
get. In this game right now,
Yeah.
the Crimson Tide thing.
Yeah.
We're like 3rd level.
Yeah.
It's great. Once you got to survive that first 2 levels, and then once it kicks in, you're like, oh, this class makes sense.
It does.
Suddenly.
And if you
But that's true with a lot of Pathfinder classes where there's a
there's really a break even point with Maguses and or Magi.
The
Literally.
campaign goes, everyone's 3rd level. One thing happens. Everyone's 4th level.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, and the really nice thing about their Nova damage is if they crit, because all the bonus damage crits, right? So you can end up, for example, you can turn your weapon into an elemental weapon, and then basically be rocking something like a shocking grasp while having a flaming blade, and then you end up critting on that, and then all that damage starts to add in.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I don't really know what's going on because I'm like 90% fine.
My favorite build was a assassin rogue I played. Basically, as a frogman, so I got extra poison damage. Somehow I ended up with 2 daggers of venom, which is very rare. And so if we'd ever get like surprise round, I just deal like, I think my record was like 200 damage.
Did you lose something?
It was
That's a
so
jump.
fun.
Game?
Yeah. No,
In
Unchained.
Pathfinder, if you're not doing 752 damage a round on a regular attack, you're not playing.
I love it. Pathfinder.
You haven't looked at Reddit.
Cedric, how quick is up?
Quick it up.
All right.
Alright, I got my nap.
Pasted my actions in the chat.
Alright, looking for it now.
No, in Pathfinder, if you play Unchained Monk, they have something called jabbing fists.
Oh, yeah.
If you go that route, literally you do like what, 5 attacks at one point with flurry of blows. Between each of those attacks, you get like 2d6 damage between each of those. So 5 attacks plus 4.
The only monk to play in Pathfinder is the one that your 20th level ability is, I die, my entire party is revived at full health, they have all their abilities back, my name is forgotten, any written instance of my name becomes the monk, and no one remembers who I am other than the monk. But I'm gone.
But the whole party's completely new.
This pen writes very nicely.
Thanks, dude.
Don't like.
The
An odd
brawler.
signature ability.
Why does that pen write nicer than
An
like,
odd
Normal
signature
ballpoints?
ability.
Yeah.
But a fun
It was
sounding
made in
one.
Switzerland.
I love it. Where you can just sleep feats. Just,
I just see like rolls. Like.
So you don't know what the hell's going on. You probably shot
Let
me.
me switch my feet.
Yeah, I shot you. I shot you.
With the floating feet.
Yeah.
It's just,
You didn't. You're fine familiar.
Find familiar says guy to your right, and I was like,
it's
shoot.
like 3-5 where you had to get the right combination of feats and skills at the right moment
Sorry about that.
to build the ultimate build for 3.5.
You can take it. You can take
It's just
it.
a little bit easier to get away with
The
it.
Invoker was broken too.
Say again?
I didn't roll damage yet.
Invoker? Is it Invoker?
I
or was it,
probably hit 3 times.
Not Invoker. What's the class that summons?
Almost basically, I can attack randomly.
Summoner.
I will say where people
The summoner
are.
was so
I can
broken.
shoot at them with
My
disadvantage.
friend, yeah, one of our friends was playing it. He was
But you
broken.
get it. Put your
Literally, you
arm
can summon,
adjacent to
change
them.
anything you want.
Then you have
Whereas the
advantage. Then disadvantage.
really
skills.
scary one was
Okay.
Talk to
the
Cody.
occult.
This is easy to
The
get.
intelligent
Getting
magic.
disadvantage doesn't matter to us because we can always
That
get
one is
advantage.
scary because you just, I don't know.
So if he's
Just walking
still
around with
shooting
no
stuff.
equipment, suddenly, oh,
Kill them.
telekinetic blast, and oh, I'll just do an area of effect outside radius, and oh, I'll pick
But I
up
can't
these
tell
five
who's
points
who
that I get
anymore.
this
Is that
round.
an issue? So just get away. Like my guy's just shooting blindly. Like out my guy's.
And some of this stuff
Shooting
is
on
just
hearing.
like you do what? And one of the high level ones is literally I pinch a blood vessel in your brain, telekinesis, just on micro scale, make a save or die.
So there's a spell called aneurysm.
That's pretty much what it is.
God.
It's like I think it's like 18th level you can take it. It's crazy.
That's too much.
It's,
Well, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I
It's
get
like
it,
playing
you're so
early first
overpowered, but it's
Here's
like
the
kind of
thing,
like,
right? I mean, like it all depends on how you want to play. But if you want to break the game, it's eminently
Oh, yeah.
breakable.
I mean, first edition had the save or die.
Yes.
A lot.
A lot. So many monsters with save or die.
Uh-huh. And monks never could survive.
Yeah. Well, to be perfectly
Or
honest,
elf.
first edition, I wanted to play a magic user. I'm not joking. My first 12 magic users died.
Oh yeah.
Just died before second level.
Yep.
My
Oh, no.
13th one
It's
actually
trying to get
survived.
that because you only have one spell
First
a day.
edition.
Yeah, first edition.
I'm gonna take a couple levels of druid, then I'm gonna go into a bunch of levels of ranger, then I'm gonna take some levels of fighter. Why? Because once I hit 18th level, I can finally be a first level bard.
Yeah.
Bard was rogue fighter, or thief fighter.
But you had to have
and
druid, which was weird.
No, you got druid
What are
abilities.
we on right now?
I'll show you upstairs.
Oh,
I have my
yeah,
copy.
yeah.
We're
I have
on
my
quick.
first edition book.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Yeah, druid.
Either
but
way,
the,
it was
the,
like,
the
it was hard.
13th wizard, the reason why I survived was I rolled psionics.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, and basically, and
That was
managed.
so broken.
It is, but
And overpowered.
it literally enabled me to survive because it gave me regeneration and immunity to energy.
yeah.
So
You rolled those on
yeah,
randomly?
I rolled
Oh,
randomly.
God, you got lucky.
I did. I literally, it's the only like first edition character that went, not
Anywhere.
quite all the way, but like I think I finished him off until he was like 13th or 14th level, and just like
Now, see, what first edition did do right, though, was when you hit certain levels, you got major perks. Like,
did.
hey, you're an 8th level cleric. People start building a cathedral for you.
Hierophant Druid. I mean, like honest to gosh, Hierophant Druids were insane.
Yeah.
Didn't you have to defeat a higher level druid?
You did.
To keep
Yeah.
moving up
Yep.
after 12?
Yeah.
Every
And-
level up to 12, you had to
Yep.
defeat one level
Until
higher.
you got to like, what was it, 14th or 15th level somewhere, or 16th
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
so-
And then you basically could then, because you were like Druid Prime, and then you
Yep.
could basically walk away and become a Hierophant.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
things got fun for you, because like before that you were like, I am over all other Druids.
It doesn't matter. I'm beyond all of you.
Well, and there was so much level drain that you would have to do it multiple
Oh, yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You would go, you'd
Well,
start
that's
back
true.
over.
That's
And you're
true.
like-
Level
And
three
then
is
all
first
the other
edition.
druids immediately know, it's like, hey, you got this. Every druid in the world knows you're now that rank. Oh, great, now you're just gonna send a bunch of druids after me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for the target
Oh
on my
look,
head.
it's Billy the Kid. I've become Billy the Kid.
and monks were kind of similar too. You had to defeat the.
High rank.
Yeah,
And your max level at monk, hard max was 17.
17.
Was it 17?
Yeah.
Druid was 14th, right?
Yeah, well, before Hierophant. once
Yeah,
again.
you're in Unearthed Arcana. they had that.
Well, before Unearthed Arcana, playing first was a pain. I mean, Unearthed made everything so much funner, you know.
No, I played it for for about 4 years before Unearthed. We played Unearthed as well.
Yeah, Unearthed made everything crazy and lots of fun. Thief Acrobat, Unearthed
Oh,
Arcana.
yeah.
You know, I mean, just so much fun stuff.
I love the character creation system. You didn't roll dice randomly. It was, I'm going to play a paladin. okay, for charisma, roll 9 dice and take the highest 3.
Yeah.
It literally told you how many dice to roll for every stat.
Yeah.
And if you didn't roll minimum, you got minimum.
Yeah.
So you could just play any class in the rules.
There was a lot of fun. You know, it was a really broken game, but you could. It was a game that you could have a lot of fun with.
Well, it was going to keep developing forever.
All right.
Like if they hadn't cleaned it up, it
Hey,
would have
guys.
played for decades.
All right. So for the people who are in the dungeon area, mainly
center
main
room?
area, center area right here.
Yeah.
Some of you were aware that there is a glowing sphere of multicolored lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're in that area,
There's one right there.
if you're
Right there. Right there.
Where?
Right there. The thing you threw at me. That thing you rolled at me.
so
Roll it on over here, bro.
Hold on.
Roll it over?
No,
Hold on, guys. Let me. I'm losing my voice. So I don't talk for you guys.
All right.
So for the guys that are in that general area, in that open area right there, a glyph has been cast on the ceiling directly above this altar. All right. At the end of Quick's turn, it triggers, and it's basically going to affect everybody within 60 feet.
Yep.
Yeah,
That might be that close.
okay, so
like 10
based
feet away
on
from
that, there's a couple people that are going to need to roll some. Now, it doesn't go around corners, and it doesn't affect you in a negative way that way.
However, it's continuous for 10 minutes. Or 1 minute, sorry, 10 rounds.
10 minutes, shit.
All right, so the following people need to roll saving throw. Quick, what is the DC on the saving throw?
24 wisdom.
Ooh.
All right, so I am going to yell out your character now. All right, so starting in a clockwise position. Jack, you're going to need to roll a saving throw. Don't roll it yet.
Oh.
Just hang on. David, you're going to need to roll a saving throw. JP, you're going to need to roll a saving throw.
Man.
And Cody, you're going to need to roll a saving throw.
That whole table.
Albert, you're going to need to roll a saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the people that are going to need to roll a saving throw. The DC is 24 wisdom. So we're just going to go around the table and I'm going to call for the save. So, Jack, please roll your saving throw at this point.
Fail.
Are you blind?
I'm blind.
Hold on one second.
More blind.
Oh.
Extra blind.
You're guaranteed
Your
blind.
blindness is not blind.
Yeah.
Blindness +2.
Yeah.
What's +2 blindness look like?
You are stunned.
Oh.
That's actually what
Oh,
it's
God.
All right, David, DC.
Fail.
You are stunned.
Ooh, what is this?
JP, I'm sorry. JP.
Kill this dude.
Stunned. You can't do
15.
anything.
Hold on. But I'm going to because that normally would, because I'm just at +0. So that would normally be that would normally be a
Can't
fail
we
for
do
me.
some kind of
So you said 24?
Yeah, DC.
I don't know.
24
I
wisdom.
don't even know what spell this guy
So
is
let's see now.
casting.
15 and 24. That's
I
that's 7
push
points.
ourselves.
That's 9.
9.
We have a feature called
I mean,
Indulgence.
if you get lucky and
roll
roll
our
a
save.
It's a 5%.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
I can't
using it.
re-roll it. I can add to it.
Oh,
But the thing is that I can't. That's actually beyond 2d4. So yeah, that's a fail. So I'm
It was a
stunned.
glyph, Cody. He threw a glyph up.
Yeah. How long is
Yeah,
it done?
and the first spell that you cast on yourself, you might want to check that.
I would like to check that.
Yeah, you might want to check that. I'm not saying that it will or will not, but it's a pretty powerful spell, so you should probably check the effects of that.
Okay. By rolling Arcana or
No,
by?
just open it up to book and read it.
Oh, okay.
Concentration.
Is this considered to be a glyph of stunning?
It is a glyph of study.
Thank you, sir.
Alright,
Yes.
hold on, I'm not done yet.
Okay,
Cody,
who's
roll saving throw.
Okay.
Roll.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Failed. I'll use an indomitable roll. Another fail. I'll use my last indomitable roll.
You're scared of this one.
Failed.
Okay,
I don't blame her. Stunning
you
is
are
scary.
stunned. Albert.
I will use my portent ability, so I have a 19. I get plus 6 for my wisdom, so I have a 25, so I make it.
You made it. He is a 14. Please mark off that.
So there's a divination wizard.
It's always good to have a 14.
I will survive.
Alright, so I've got.
I'm not surviving.
That's like I would need an at 20. To,
Yeah, I was using all my indomitables.
I would need
You're
an
chasing
at
5
20 and
percenters.
get really lucky to do it. Oh.
Yeah, I had a 15% chance of success the way after.
Because like
Quick. Do they get a saving throw at the end of each of their turns?
No, it's for a minute.
Well, they're just stunned for a minute?
No, you're stuck for a minute.
Oh.
No. Really?
Wow.
We're pulling up this spell.
Everybody's like, let's look this up.
Yeah, you might want to start looking that up.
Is this under glyph of warding? Or is this
Symbol.
I think it was symbol.
Oh,
You're
it's
looking
symbol.
under, it's symbol on page 280 of the player's handbook.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Wow, 1 minute. I'll be in there. I'll be in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
We lost 10 rounds.
You guys are practice.
No, I'll just go in the center. You know, get the slashes in and get
The
out.
farm's open.
Exactly. Just no, get out.
Oh,
As long
does
as
he
I
have
don't
a
see
skull
you.
1,000 gold pieces worth of consumables?
What is it?
He used a wish spell to trigger it without any components.
Ah.
Good for them. Give it up for Australians.
I'm not finding this.
Crikey!
Crikey
is right.
Point of small question,
I'm a 20th level wizard.
Oh.
but just the negative effects of wish then does take effect?
No,
Nice.
I want to thank you for that, and I will get into that right now.
Thank you, sir.
So,
This is
if you guys want to check on the conditions that are applied because of that,
What are you looking at?
done. Somebody want to read it? I have a copy of the conditions here.
Symbol, that's why you can't write
Do you
it.
get page 285, you said?
5e symbols.
yeah. He's 100%
60-foot
Can I read-
radius
can I read it,
sphere.
though?
The thing is huge.
Oh yeah, no, it's an 8th level, it's a, sorry, 7th level abjuration, so
Here,
it's a
but the
big
effect
deal.
he chose is here.
Simple.
The map is covered.
I mean, I think he just really saved my bacon inadvertently, so
Alright,
we
So
will.
the definition of stun is basically a stun creature is
Oh, sorry, kid.
incapacitated
I
and
didn't know
cannot
you were
move, but can't speak fully.
Someone's trying to hurry the
The
game
stun
along.
creature automatically fails all strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against them have advantage.
How did he get around the cast?
Alright,
But normally it's
Wait,
it's like
wait,
every
so
round
cast
you
at
can save.
9%.
Not this one.
Not this
No,
one.
this is the 7th level.
So it's no
Seventh
no.
level spell max.
You're stunned for an entire minute.
Yep.
Alright, well, this may go very quickly then.
So it's very good to be a diviner.
But stick around because strange things happen all the time.
An expert in the spell.
Alright, so quick, we need to deal with
I think
your
it's like
scroll
Joker.
Until those stun everybody, and I.
Yeah, must be nice.
But, Dave, the way I read it is you only have to save one time. It
Yeah.
doesn't say you have to save every round. I think it's just one time.
No, you made your shave.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you made it.
No, the rest of us want to be cast. We want to be
I want to be part of that equation.
We like the other way better.
We'd like to be part of that fun club.
Are you in this? You're not in this, are you?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I already got a fireball blowing up on my face.
According,
I'll trade you.
Okay, so
Fight the same
if you
person
end your
anymore?
turn within
Probably.
60 feet of the symbol, you have to remake the save apparently, according to the book.
So if you move into this zone.
If you stay in the zone, you remake the save. You have to
Alright,
remake
so, Jake, somebody asked about the effects of the wish spell.
Yes, sir.
So the stress of casting the spell to produce an effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. So he's good on that.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
fair enough.
Alright.
Okay, wait. Don't. Isn't there like a rule where people can say whether or not the
When
effect
you
is
inscribe
lost?
the glyph, once triggered, the glyph glows, filling a 60-foot radius sphere with dim light for 10 minutes, after which time
I feel like
the
he's just
spell
taunting me at
ends.
this
So,
point. I mean, this just hurts my feelings to hear
technically
this.
10 minutes
It's like getting yelled at by my boss on
of
Zoom.
inside a 60-foot radius. So,
Just get out of the radius.
if you're in the 60-foot radius, you get stunned. If you leave it, you might make it.
You might survive.
I will.
And it does it go around the corners?
Does not.
No.
No.
Luckily.
So it's gonna be hallways and stuff.
Can stun people move? I assume they can't.
You can't take
You can't
action.
do anything.
I assumed that.
You're incapacitated and you automatically fail dex saves.
The
and
downside
strength
is now though, unless someone's in there doing damage on you guys are not also providing points. You just.
You're just
Unless
there.
you're gonna take some
I mean, you
range.
guys are nice treats,
Yeah.
but we just can't get to you unless we risk
Take
ourselves.
Pass.
risk of damage.
Yeah, pass a
Yeah, I-
24 wisdom save.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no.
If you have a ranged weapon, just.
Dude, I should have thrown
Oh,
some.
wait.
No, run through mix that spirit and just run.
Spirits cannot get stunned, right?
I wouldn't have thought to use the wish spell to beat the
Well,
casting
they're
time.
spirits.
That's
How can
good.
spirits
That's
get
good
stunned?
I
stuff.
wouldn't have thought of that either.
I'm just saying. If I was a spirit, I would not expect a spirit to get stuck.
It has
Man,
an
yeah, I mean, it hit like it hit.
Yeah.
Half the table. Yeah, that was insane.
And we're
I'm
done.
just saying,
I mean, like,
if
we
you
got.
were
There's no way. Did
visualizing
you
it,
read
I
the
can't
thing?
imagine a spirit
Yeah,
getting
it's all like.
There's no way out unless someone drags us, and they have to make the save too.
Especially considering what mythology they're based on.
But again, but either way, yeah. Especially if they're plural.
So someone can dispel it.
So who made
Yeah.
the save
Yeah.
besides me?
Oh yeah.
But I don't
No,
know.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So who is not stunned besides me?
Just you.
Well,
You're
One
not
of
stunned.
us.
I'm not stunned.
I'm not even in that area, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
out.
you're not
That's
stunned, you're
why.
not stunned.
I'm not there.
All the rest of you guys, oh, you're not there. You're not
I'm
stunned.
not even on the map. What are you talking about?
So there's 4 of us that are not stunned, is that right?
So far.
You were
Team up!
You're in it. You're
I'm
stunned.
stunned.
You're stunned. Yeah.
Kill the stunned ones. Alright, everyone gets one person.
It's not third edition.
It's 4
otherwise you
versus
could just go
4.
coup de
Each
grace.
person gets their own
Yeah.
person.
You can't come up to us though without getting.
Well, unless you have a ranged weapon, it's getting a
Okay,
headshot.
so or if you
Yeah,
have
you
enough
can't. All I have
movement.
to do is not look up at it. It's a glyph. If I don't look at
No,
it,
it's just
not-
it's created a sphere. Is my reading.
It's an area.
Blue.
Yes. Disagree.
Oh, you think that's not true? You don't have.
Yeah, it says that
I can't find it.
enter it into the area.
End your turn in the area or start in the area where it is. So if you go in, you can cast a spell
No,
and
you go in
and
and
leave.
Yeah, as long as you
Like
have extra.
5-foot step, cast, 5-foot step back.
Reduce those
Done.
bitches, I'm
Or if you have
out.
the-
Yeah, it's like, nope, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah, even if
Because you
there's
have to end your turn in it.
Yeah.
And
You're
your
just
fifth
in your
edition
ball of
rules,
this.
you can move, if you move your spell to move out.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
That's what I was saying. Like,
Do you want to
alright.
do you want an orange?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't think
Banana
anybody's.
I was gonna grab the nuts and the pretzels and bananas.
Anyone in the bubble?
Nobody's in a bubble. You guys are fine on that. Alright, so top of round 3.
Right, we made it to round 3, good. Awesome move, by the way.
Stunned.
Awesome move.
JP.
I'm stunned.
You're stunned.
Thank you very
Jared.
much. I've sort of discovered it a couple days ago. I was like,
Oh, great, thanks.
still won't work.
Jared's still alive.
Yeah. It's gonna work.
Oh,
He's too damn happy.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to go down to New Zealand.
What, you're on holiday?
Yeah,
last
he's a
game
good
the
player.
guy,
I never doubted that. I just was surprised that you said such a
basically
thing.
put me in a plane of water and I had to wait me back.
Yeah, no, the last person we fought, we used wish. I shifted him to plane of water of drought. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
counter spell.
You put them on the positive energy plane. Because if they can't take damage, they heal.
I was trying to find it.
Something like that.
Because you hit to full, because you heal so much every round.
Oh, I see.
You hit to full hit points, and your body keeps trying to healing, and then your body,
Oh,
your blood
close.
goes swing out your body, you kill them.
Okay, so
No,
That's
and one of the
messy.
first games we
The
had.
question is, which plane is the most atrocious to teleport someone to?
That's the only thing, because if you can't get back within a certain amount of time, you're considered dead and out of the game.
Yes. That's right.
Shadow
That's why
would
we're
Go
not
ahead, go to the seventh heavens, go hang out.
I always think the
Don't screw
elemental
you over.
planes, like Earth, would just suck.
Or one of the planes, I think, it's so good there, you have to make a save or you never want to leave. So it's just like the neutral good, it's one of the neutral good planes or something. If you go there,
It's called the Sports
So wonderful.
you never want to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's a good one.
The heroin
I'm
plane.
not hurting you, I'm sending you to a
Yeah.
better place.
Yeah, better place that you never want to leave.
Yeah, no, one of the first games we had, somebody
Welcome to
ran wish,
Bikini Island.
and he turned the floor into lava.
That was you, I thought.
Did I see where?
No, that was
Turn the floor
hand
to
of
lava?
victim.
Basically,
Wish I could do some crazy shit.
I just couldn't find a wizard to kill him fast enough. If I found the wizard, I would have killed him. I knew this stuff was coming.
Just like you said.
We spent all of our pregame thinking, like, how are they going to make it so that we just can't do anything? We're just going to stand there and die.
Since I am currently.
I'll see this one. Didn't find this one.
No.
I get it.
Save was 24, too.
I know.
That's a high
But
save.
here's the thing, which has limits.
Especially because
Yeah.
So this might
That's
be
already- that's no
two
business,
rounds,
right?
so if
Well,
you live
no,
long enough.
because I've asked him specifically about this. If you're casting an 8th level or below, it is as the it is
Oh,
as
I
a
see.
no component basically version of
That's what it says. And
Great
it's
way
saying
to
out loud.
spell it.
Exactly. Yeah. It is.
No one's gonna remember.
So it lasts a minute.
24.
Yeah, but
Unless somebody dispels, yeah,
so-
it's gonna last a minute.
Yeah, I asked for the spell help, and I didn't get a lot of
I
buy-in.
love it.
This is horrible.
Because you're good. But you still have to use up one of your portals.
This is only horrible because we didn't find it.
I mean, the 20th, you're what? You got
I know how to
3
deal
or 4
with
of
it.
them?
Is it a war thing?
No, defensive duel
My
gets
way
three.
is
Start
boring
with
too.
2, you get one more at like 15th level.
Last
Like every 5 minutes.
You can do it. So.
What did I do?
You only can get a total of 3. They're so overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went under.
Keeping up the line.
You went under my bounty. Yeah, you went under my bounty.
Yeah, and
Almost
unfortunately,
forgot.
because I
Pull up
couldn't
the
do the
competitive
counters
D&D.
because the thing is that he's too far away. You take a look, basically, I am roughly at that corner. If I turn the corner, I would have gotten hit through the walls.
Can you make a DC-19 strength save?
Okay.
So I'm using.
Come on over, Cedric.
I'm doing a.
Are you just
done, Cedric? No.
I need you to do a DC-19.
DC 19 strength.
So back in the day, I was able to go to the first E3.
Oh.
So I went to the first one, and then we had our Sony rep, formerly
Yeah, it is.
Blizzard,
You're right.
gave me tickets to the PlayStation
Yes.
launch party. I was supposed to go, but I'm like, oh, I got work tomorrow. Like, I opted out, but he's like, so he's like, he called me like 2 days later. Oh, did you go? I didn't see him. Like, no. He's like, oh man, you should have went. It's like Snoop Dogg showed up like at midnight. He did an open mic set for everybody. I'm like, did he smell? He's like, dude, it didn't matter, man. It's like a free concert for him, and then Dr. Dre was supposed to show up like an hour later.
If I survive or if I
That
die.
was disappointing, right?
Yeah, I know. Like, damn it.
Meeting's over.
Like, thanks for reminding me.
I'll say as soon as this.
But
as
the
soon
cool
as
thing
this
is actually he
character's
gave me
undead,
the vendor pass, VIP vendor pass.
You know what I'm playing
Because
as
I'd
soon
be
as I'm
like,
done is
when I went to the Sony booth, they're like started like,
It's full.
like oh,
That was regular.
because I had like all access. I almost had like a press. It was like a press pass.
Right, right.
It's like I could go anywhere.
Except for.
Well, no, you didn't go anywhere really. But I had to verbal invite to the after party for them. But I was like,
Oh, I know,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's fine. Now
But I was like, ah, I should have went, damn
Where
it.
either Fate Smart, which is not allowed to bet, or you took these blessings.
But yeah, he was
Or those blessings.
he was always
Five of those.
Or what I
surprised that
heard,
Blizzard really kind
Pure
of
Divine Sorcerer.
took a beat. You know, they really
I love
tore up a lot of Bernaldi and Sierra stuff and these kind of.
Do you think I guess your build?
Yeah.
Their sense of who they are and how they're perceived is not real.
Yeah.
And it never. I mean,
That's 73 days.
even when they weren't.
Top dog. They were.
Yeah, I mean they
You
just.
knew that someone was going to do something really dumb.
Because there have been some great guys that have been there for a long time that have done important work.
This is
Yeah.
not my
And then
defensive
there's just people that have just been
So, you know, and I knew that.
yeah, it's
that
making
just
like
taking
bad,
a ton of
like
damage. It's
bad
one of those
decisions for the
situations
game,
where,
and like
you know, like
They
the-
put-
and the company thinks it was the good decision, and they stand behind it. And,
They ran their name through the mud.
I
and they're
don't
like,
expect to
oh, we're
survive
fine.
this.
like, what's their contract?
And I
Like,
also figured that
do they have in-house talent or do they use contractors? Like,
And probably a little bit both, but mostly it's like, but if it's in-house, like, some of those people are like, how do you have your job?
yeah,
I'm fine.
Amen.
You know, we'll see whether or not somebody manages to kill
And
me.
they're also weirdly specialized in the
Yeah.
nuclear replacement.
Oh, I know, that's kind of a good and bad thing for them. It's like,
Yeah.
Price, I got it cheaper
I
than.
tried to apply for one job in Birmingham.
But.
They wanted
You got
to,
hit by the symbol.
Yeah. And then I
they
can't do
wanted an
anything.
esports
I know.
guy.
Can you do anything?
That's where they got into all the trouble. Those were the guys that
I was
that
not able to do stuff this
I
round,
couldn't
and
even
unfortunately I
explain how
can't do
much
any of it.
nightmare that was.
So the question is-
still, I mean, like,
Oh, they still have
that Overwatch league that's just
Oh, yeah,
that's a
it's
thing, right?
It's leading
in
from
the
the
rounds of questions.
inside out. It's like,
Right, and then
or
all the guys that
Or
did
it's going to take long
really
enough for them to
inappropriate.
decide to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
other people.
They all came out of that department, or
yeah,
that,
that
Which is
area.
a
that area,
reasonable
yeah,
question.
that focus.
and they weren't all
One
just
that I
like
can't
like marketing guys that were doing that.
Or
stuff.
is somebody else going to decide to
Almost
actually
anything, well, I think they almost anything that had a project management
I mean, I think it.
experience, like, oh,
You know that they
it's like, if it was,
They're getting
PM was
targeted.
anywhere on your resume, I'm pretty sure they gave
They
you a
moved you
job.
over. Because I think they thought they were
But
supposed
it's,
to.
you know, it's a reasonable
It's
question.
got 13, 35.
Build the NFL.
Yeah, pretty
It's a
much.
reasonable question.
Did not work.
Well, I was trying to fly for
you know, like the
Trey
we were just talking about the fact that whether or
esports
not
team.
somebody will actually
and they were wanting to do it. And I'm like, oh, for God. I'm like, yeah. So I applied, and like 2 days later, like, I'm sure you're not qualified for the position. Thank you for your time, blah, blah, blah. You guys, did you realize, and they were pretty mean about it. Like, did you actually read the job description? Like, you need a bachelor's degree, blah, blah, blah. I'm
how
like,
many of us end up basically
I've been in the gaming industry for, you know, or a loyal gamer for 30 plus years, doesn't count or anything.
Which is a reasonable question.
You should read the resume.
Whatever.
I don't think we can do anything to fix that.
We can't move. We can't take actions, and we can't take reactions. We can mumble.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but not mumble enough to actually cast anything, so I don't know that it necessarily matters so much. You know?
Yeah.
If I was paralyzed, I might be
Yeah,
able
I
to do
do
something.
200 miles.
You got
But
nothing.
not incapacitated to the point where I can't actually do actions.
Yeah. Action, reaction. It's the reaction. We might be able to trigger something in reaction, get a misty step out or something like that.
Well, that'd be lovely.
I can't do anything this time.
Okay, then, well, some people have weird things that they can.
I wish I had weird
I'm
things.
sorry,
If you got any weird thing ideas, if anyone's got a weird thing that might work.
Spell on the attack.
Say
Why
again?
didn't let us do any pre-set
I didn't remember to do that.
Yeah, when the game actually.
You didn't.
No, you can't, right.
Super nuts. Super nuts.
Yeah,
That's
a
a sure call.
I would have said so much.
I just go for fruits and nuts.
No, you can cast the same.
What is it?
I just go fruits and nuts.
No matter what the casting time.
Jared, come on back.
One round.
Uh-oh.
You're fine.
Pour these into a cup.
Get on my mount.
Let's come
Get,
for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a cup.
1500. Stand up and then mount.
I've only got
So there's no way
much for
you're
components.
This is the big thing, the reason why I shape change is really a pain in the ass in this particular good, is because you can't end up basically getting enough stuff component at 20 you know, like, yeah, just the circle. So you end up having to do it as a scroll, which means that basically,
Just gonna look side on.
then you enter into like handful of scrolls off of D.
This is all your fault, Cody.
16
We're
levels,
idiots.
it's a love and ability.
You can all provide more time.
Well, you can do it with which.
I don't think we
But
saw him
remember,
cast
it's a
it.
ninth level
When you
spell.
hit with a weapon attack.
So
So
it
you don't
lasts
have the
So
eight
wait,
levels.
I'm still a night
Yeah.
You boys just eat some ice cream right now. You're good to go.
Can't counterspell
Wish
with.
with contingency easily.
No, we're gonna counterspell this
You can set that up.
That was created by her, so we can't counterspell.
And I withstood that. So,
But
strength
here,
18.
I don't know if a
I just
teleport
remembered
is
that.
good
No,
because
there's
we
literally
don't know
nothing
the terrain
we can
other
do
than
about
where
it.
we started.
You withstood that.
So doing a teleport.
You can do a teleport continually back to the bubble.
Oh, where the bubble was, that's true.
As long as your bubble's already gone off, it's like you're teleported in there
Gone off,
now.
I think you
Yeah,
said.
but I mean, once the bubbles are gone, it's still the same area,
Yeah.
correct? It's not like
Yeah,
it's
it's like Nightcrawler. Once you've been there, you know where
So I
it
mean,
is.
like you
Yeah.
could do a dimension door back.
Yeah,
or
dimension
teleport
door,
back.
any place you can see.
You know the general area.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we,
You do get, okay.
yeah. I remember dying by that in the first edition.
So the damage is
Teleportation. I was
6,
so happy I
11
got it
plus
and then
9.
fumbled the roll and
9 points of damage.
teleported
No, 11 plus 9.
75
so
feet
20
up,
points.
fell and took enough damage to die.
You
It
take
was
20
like,
points of damage.
Okay, second attack.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
very
so
easy to
mad.
die in first edition.
Yes.
And there was no death save.
13 plus
Yeah, it
13.
just-
It'll hit.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, like.
That was because he carried you to war.
My one buddy was kind of this Viking warrior guy, kind of like a mini Thor kind of guy. And when he died, he put his little miniature on a little paper boat and set it on fire with the carrot, like a lighter fluid. And it was just pushing out the pool. And it was all set on fire.
Little Viking ring.
Yeah.
Hello.
I had to
Yeah,
work
that's
in third
accurate.
edition. I
Okay.
did something
Sure,
that was
so-
pissed off the
But he has
GM.
advantage.
I actually want to
Has,
spend some time to get up.
One of the
going to go to
chief
this restaurant. I'm
dwarven
hoping
gods
that
comes
I'll take
down,
damage
grabs
before I
my
get
beard,
21.
rips it, and it makes me completely hairless.
Oh,
And he goes, when you have atoned, you start growing your hair back. So I played the character for like 5 years, and we're just sitting around, and everyone who meets me, I'm like, hey, you look at my guy, I'm a dwarf, I have no hair whatsoever. And he's like, actually, you have a little stubble of one piece of hair right there. And I'm like,
Oh wait, are you?
I dropped to my knees and started thanking my God. I'm like, thank you. I will keep. I don't know what I did, but I will keep doing whatever it is once I figure out what it is.
That is so cool. He has disadvantage.
That is very cool.
It's a good smelling orange, man.
Combat. I like hearing stuff.
You guys just need scoops of ice cream.
Oh, so these should all just be straight up. Dang it. Yeah.
Then I'd be the asshole over the middle of the night.
So then protect 12 plus.
I always thought that would be a very interesting thing they should do for some of these. Like the beverage people walk by.
Ice cream cones.
Well, no, just anything. It's like,
Why not?
yeah, scroll by every now and then with a cart of ice water.
So scratch one of these.
Okay, so
we're good.
Or wake up to a party member that's totally useless. What'd you do to my hair?
The standard action, no hasted action.
Alright.
So we're gonna sure like skip going. Like,
So, okay.
Yeah.
We can't do anything
Oh, then action.
10 turns.
until the glyph comes down.
Action.
By that point, we're all gonna be dead. If anyone's
So
anything
you
they
have,
can do.
no, you have advantage on these, so they should just be straight roll.
Correct.
Because
Wait, no.
And each turn is
you're
10
afraid of
seconds.
me, but I'm also ground, so just straight.
Or with stemming fireball every
But where
round.
we want this stuff happen early on.
Yeah.
Where's your familiar, Jack? Did you get your owl out of it?
Actually, no, I'll use lucky.
First it up.
Okay.
That was you.
Woods uses his eyes right now.
I got that.
I miss getting the person losing double the hit points of their
Yeah, I
familiar.
remember that.
That was great in first edition.
why I hated
Really wanted to F over the mage. Where's their familiar? Yeah. Target that. What? Double damage permanent of whatever the hit points of your familiar is.
But you're right, level drain was the worst.
Oh, that was brutal.
There was nothing to do about it either until the Unearthed Arcana came up with that clerical spell that gave you like a shield. There was an Unearthed Arcana spell
Yeah.
for, it only protected you for one level.
Yeah.
Touch, but it was enough, and everybody's like, cleric, memorize this.
That's it.
Just to get that one level. But then you get creatures from strength 2 or 3. Was it vampires were 2?
I think so, yeah.
Liches were 2. Wraiths were 1. Specters were 2.
I think
Oh,
D3 I got
I'm gonna
level
use,
drain.
yeah, but I'm gonna use menacing on the
Yeah,
first.
that was right.
Okay, so on this attack, I will use my reaction to parry, so I'll
Shadows.
First attack.
You get swarmed by a bunch of shadows and get your life drained, like, or strength drained and die, like.
Strength
like,
drained.
'cause
Yeah,
of
down.
I
fire.
almost took out an entire party in 3rd edition because of one shadow that they randomly come across in the dungeon, and he dropped one of the party members, and everyone backs up and they're like, "We got to go back in and get him." So they race back in, but they waited long enough
So
after
you
arguing
think that
about
was
it,
a
it
shadow.
turned into a shadow. So there's now 2.
That's
So they're like, we have to avenge him. We can't let him just die here being or just leave him here being a shadow. So it got down to 1 dude, and that one dude's like, I'm out of here. Screw it. I don't care if they all
Okay,
turn
so how
into
much was
shadows.
that
I'm leaving.
damage on the menacing attack?
Because I'll go back to Hangtown and hire new adventurers.
Because it was with the
Yeah.
Not yet.
9 and 1. So plus.
You go
I'll
for
go
it?
back in town and hire some smarter Pathfinder characters.
Unsalted.
Yeah.
And so it was 19 minus 11, so you actually do only 8
I'm always sure
damage
my
to
friend
the-
will tell me that salt is making you hungry. So.
Right.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't roll for the same. I was doing parry. So what is it, DC 18 wisdom?
I have to admit, the thing that bums me out though is that I actually haven't had a chance to go on offense.
DC, and you said 18.
True.
Yeah. That bums
Yeah,
me out.
mono a mono.
Side will be one battle.
You know, have a chance to end up as the, you know.
Round 1.
Okay, so second attack, I'll use the third.
No, just saying that, you know, I haven't had a chance to actually do anything offensive.
I got my brass knuckles ready to
I
go.
haven't either.
We're in round 3, and I'm surprised we haven't had first kill yet, right? Not surprised.
I got first blood, but not first
That's all
kill.
I've done so far.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked down the hallway and saw nothing, so I went, okay.
18 strength.
I got hit basically by a fighter's action surge over here with a crossbow expert. You know, I'm still alive.
Second attack
Are you
goes
a fighter?
73 points of damage later.
So the damage is 6, 8.
We're playing the same build.
Yeah.
Oh, you and your other one? What about this guy? What are you?
I'm in build too. I don't know how to min-max at all.
Oh, so you're all just the same dude? You're like close to each other.
Yeah.
You're like triplets.
Yeah, we're 3 identical triplets. Same Cody, Dewey, and Louie.
And we're stunned.
Yeah, all of us.
Dang.
And we all have owl familiars, which are also stunned.
So you're Harry, Larry, and Perry.
Hasted action.
Harry, Larry,
Manny
Gary.
Lou and
Brother
Jack.
Larry.
Right, from Pep Boys.
Manny and Jack.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. My other brother Daryl.
That was so good.
I miss that show.
Love that show.
Well, he's disarmed, so I'm.
Alright, so 20, 21, 8, 23, and 12.
Where did Bob Newhart
These
come
guys
from?
are
Was he
throwing
like
blows over
a...
here.
23-12.
The show or the actor?
Like, how did he get so funny? Like,
He was a
he did
stand-up.
stand-up
He
comedy.
did stand-up, yeah, with Bob.
It's stuff from the 60s.
Yeah, with him and
Is it
Bob
funny?
It's
Bob
actually pretty
Hope?
funny. I think so.
Yeah.
He hung out with Bob Hope?
He was one of his writers, I think, for a while.
Bob
He
Hope's
started
writer.
out as a writer for certain comedy shows.
I did some material
I'm
for.
trying my d20s.
Yeah, training time.
Yeah, d20 training while I'm
Alright.
going. Isn't that like a
Was that Bigley?
Maybe.
But that's
Yeah.
Why are there some peeled almonds there? That's weird.
Oh my God.
It's peeled almonds. Peeled almonds. Ooh. How'd you do, man?
Okay.
Stay here.
With a bonus.
You still alive?
I didn't have enough to be.
Hold on, let me see how much health I got left.
Because sometimes that's how it goes, though.
Jared, you might want to stay near Mike.
I'm coming, I'm in.
You're in this combat with him.
Oh.
Am I in the combat?
What's your
No,
opinion
you're
on
not part of
this?
this yet. It's going on south of you, but you're not part of that. All right, so
It's one of the medals.
Yeah.
back to the
Feel that.
Southerners are always having a short temper.
I hear things over there.
and
Here's something I'm putting.
Oh, you're a
Those are
Southerner. Sorry, man.
good. I saw these in the dealer's room. They're slick.
Still alive?
Good, two of them?
no,
That's metal dice, yes.
Okay,
back and
nice.
forth doing the same.
Yeah, I got a spare
Yeah.
dice, like,
Good luck, man.
Active surge, active surge.
How are you doing? What's your health at?
So we're just waiting.
We're just wailing on each other.
What happened to your berserker guys?
Oh, yeah, my berserker. I'm doing them right now. Okay.
Oh,
You
you
don't
don't
want
see all my
to-
unarmed
They would have
dice?
attacked. They would have attacked you.
It's like a drunk
Are they attacking the guys that are down?
A
No, they're not
D5.
going there. They can get stunned.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a
With Dexter,
d16,
someone can get stunned.
and this is a d24.
And summon creatures do. I think
Not
so.
one.
I think it's magical. I think
Spell magic.
Alright, these guys basically can
Hey, how you
No
doing?
one's done yet.
Dude, a ton of guys got stunned by a simple thing. My buddy Quick from he's from New Zealand. He's on the computer because he's from New Zealand. And
Round three.
The D5.
all these guys are right here. I hate to say it,
But like
they're just basically a bunch of score for me. And for the rest of us that are alive, like you know, we're gonna kill it.
Are you on this floor?
You don't. That's the whole point of it, is you wait for the one motion.
Yeah, I'm going for those guys.
You roll a d24 on a random
I
scale.
got plans for their stun.
Next round.
Yeah.
Two mines for the Dorito. Two mines.
Nat 24. That's fun to say.
The option game is
Still
still
first down.
and right now they're not
Another
saying.
guy
Ran into this hell.
But it's also not a platonic solid.
I'm just kidding.
None of them are platonic solids. One of the reasons why the originals are all very cool is
Oh, no,
because
there's been
mathematically they're all
some
platonic solids.
Which means they are all the same on every side.
And they're basically perfectly even, if you will, mathematically. You know, if you draw them with math, what ends up happening is that for any particular, if you will, 3D object version of it, it's going to be technically perfect. Whereas basically, for example, any of the ones that you're talking about aren't platonic solids, so you're not sure exactly where they're going to end up rolling.
But here's something interesting. Sort of flat edges.
Yeah.
So even though it's not technically, it still is 100% rainbow.
Did you show him your D5, Cody?
Yeah, the D5 was, I was
Did
very.
that make you angry?
It doesn't necessarily make me angry, but I would doubt that's actually rolling true.
Somehow it does. I tested his and it's actually rolling damn.
You live?
Still, I haven't done a billion tests.
Yeah, I got like 100.
Yeah, I mean, 100 is not statistically significant. You know what I'm saying?
That's never me an
They're
idea.
these videos about testing guys. They put them all in a tray and like shakes it, takes a picture, shakes it, takes a picture. Have you seen that before?
No.
To this, because I was
You
going
can
to
see
be
they
doing
can do it with
bonus
D5.
action,
Like 100 D5s and shake, and you can make like 100,000 samples in like a minute.
Then put that action surge, but man, like yeah, oh, so disappointed. This is, I'm probably gonna be the first to go out.
You think?
Think so.
And then just
You under half hit points?
Well under. I just took 150 points of damage.
And you're still alive?
Still alive.
How the D&D.
He said,
I think I'm probably the first, going to be the first one to die, because the thing is that, I remember, I took 70 pounds of damage.
yeah.
And have,
By
and now I'm stuck.
Which, at this rate, it may not take that much long, because we have a bunch of guys that just,
Gosh.
no, they're still on 70 plus.
They're incapacitated.
Points for us to kill. You get points for every damage you do.
There's stun stats, not
Stunned
stats.
Stunned includes incapacitated.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Stunned includes-
So we can't move, and then we're
You
incapacitated.
automatically kill.
He used his, dex save. One of them, like, got a bunch of spirit or
Dex and strength.
Tell him that.
I can look it up too, just looking up the status.
The rules are the same for everybody.
Right. We need to encourage the spellcasters though to know that we're not going to make our dex saves.
He's not in the area of effect. When he comes in, he's going to have to make a 24
No, he's
wisdom
got the
check.
move and move back plan. He's thinking.
You could move in the area, do something, and then move out of it.
Well, you do that since my turn passed. Somebody has a reaction.
Yeah, you couldn't in third.
I remember.
You take your move action.
Alright, so you
Unless you have the right
have.
pieces.
Yeah.
Wait,
Which
is he
was
casting a
pain
spell
to
with
get the
it?
right chant just right.
He's drinking a potion now, he's gonna hit you with his sword.
No one has casted a spell, right?
Okay.
Wow, okay.
I'm afraid we are all done. The question is basically who's going to kill us and how.
Well, currently.
Yeah. Cody, this is where our role playing needs to come in with how we die.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
And
be-
can we have a jacuzzi before Call of Cthulhu? That's the question.
What's this about going to the
We're signed up for a midnight Call of Cthulhu game.
Oh!
It could.
And it's, we were kind of, we're waitlisted because we're not really sure we're going to make it because we thought this could go long.
You see, I like I
Doesn't
said,
seem to go long.
I wasn't expecting it to. I wasn't
It's kind of like
expecting
playing.
I'm surprised no one's died in 3 rounds. That really surprises me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was almost gonna die like
Because I thought there was going to be the assassin build or something.
I thought the first two people that knew each other, someone was gonna
You guys
die.
can all go away. If I'm sitting on the bench, I still get my World Series ring.
Why did no one target the?
Oh, I saw that on the.
He's in a sphere. We can't see him.
Not at all.
Yeah, why did we just spam stuff in there?
I tried to Misty step into the sphere. He said I couldn't.
Sucked.
You know what the
I didn't
sphere
have
is? You know what the sphere is? Have you figured that out?
I don't know what sphere it is.
You know what it is?
I think it's either a hypnotic pattern.
It's like a big array of lights.
Maybe it's an anti-magic sphere. Dang it.
No, because he cast out of it.
I'm waiting for my turn to come up.
Because he goes last in the initiative.
We don't know what spells are by description anymore. Because as a total mother of everything, there's a rule where you can play the spells however you